Bearcat Sports Network. Bearcats' Rob Hipp has every call from the first pitch to the last strike. Now let's check in with Rob at the ballpark.
All right, friends, welcome back as we get started here for technically game number 3 of this series. It's game 2 of the doubleheader. I'm Rob Hipp, live from the Dawn in Huntsville, Texas. Sam Houston dropping the contest earlier in that first game. We had it right here on the Bearcat Sports Network. As Sam Houston not able to find life. It was 12-6 the final in game number 2, as Sam Houston hoping to turn things around and rebound here in this one. As always, you can leave a message if you're on our social media in the booth feed. We'd love to hear from you. Send us a text. You can also send us a text if you're listening over the FM airwaves at 512-522-9105. Again, that phone number is 512-522-9105. Getting the start here in this game is game 2 of the doubleheader, scheduled for 9 innings. The starting pitcher, Dominic Robinson, a 2.51 ERA, left-handed, 1 whip. This young man is 0-1 this season. He has pitched in 14 1/3 innings, 5 runs on 11 hits. 4 of those runs were earned. He walked 3, struck out 11, and allowed 1 double as well. So again, getting the start here for Sam Houston, Dominic Robinson. And a little bit more about Dominic Robinson, this young man, a left-handed pitcher, 6'1", 195-pound senior out of Tomball, Texas, and Tomball Memorial High School. We'll set up the defense here in just a few moments, and to lead off to start things here for Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I believe they will start here with, well, they had it originally lined up as Marbach. They've switched it over now to Anthony Mckenzie, so I'm not sure. There may be a mistake up there on that. It is Luke Marbach. Marbach hits this one after the first pitch was a ball over to left, and how about that, a home run to start things. A&M Corpus picking up right where they left off. So on the second pitch, Luke Marbach nails one out of here over at left over the 375 wall. And that's how things will start here for A&M Corpus. An early 1-0 lead. Leadoff home run. It's a quick 1-run, 1-hit here. Dominic Robinson threw it right to him, and on the second pitch,
third baseman number 1, Itchy Burks.
Second in the order, the third baseman, Itchy Burch. And Burch will hit this one foul as it pops up behind the home plate. Early count here, 0-1 on Itchy Burtz. Things kind of happen quick when you get back into action. I want to welcome everybody for joining us. Joshua Harris over at the Oak Ridge Disciple House, listening in Fort Worth. Appreciate you, Josh. 0-1 count here on Itchy Burtz. Second pitch on the way. This one dropped in for a strike on a 67-mile-an-hour off speed. Brings the count to 0-2. Second pitch, hit foul, late swing as it'll go well off the third base side. Burtz averages .307, had a good game in the previous matchup here just earlier. This one popped up, should be catchable in foul territory as the third baseman Corbin Vines able to haul it in for the first out. Little pop-up over there and foul over to, it actually went fair. It popped up and Vines was able to get under it for the first out.
Catcher number 21, Justin Taylor.
Bring up third in the order, the catcher, Justin Taylor. Taylor hits this one just shy of the mound. Vines picks it up, throws to first, and the out is made. Corbin Vines over to Jack Rogers for the second out. So after giving up the home run, it's now 2 up, 2 down. And for Dominic Robinson, that'll bring up 4th in the order. And cleaning up, Mike Williams, the left fielder. Williams hits this one over to center. Colton Kauser tracking it down, left glove up. He's got the snag. And after the home run, Robinson goes 3 up, 3 down. Islanders leading 1-0, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. We're halfway through the first, bottom of the first coming up. Stay with us, friends. This is the Bearcat Sports Network.
Oak Creek Homes, may I help you?
Hi, I would like to meet the banker.
During our Meet the Banker event this weekend?
Yes, tell me about him, the banker.
Well, he's
Cute?
a senior loan officer with
Lots of money?
years of experience, but he does have hundreds of thousands of
He
dollars
sounds perfect.
to lend.
Oh, who does he lend his money to?
Just about anyone who wants to buy a new Oak Creek home. First-time home buyers interested in land home packages. He even has special financing for folks with credit scores as low as 575.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And he set a goal of making 40 new home loans this weekend.
He's so generous.
And this weekend, he's offering special low interest rates on all loans.
I love him.
Oak Creek Homes, 664 I-45 South, is having their Meet the Banker event this weekend. Call 936-755-4171 or go online to oakcreekhuntsville.com. Oak Creek Homes.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from the Dawn in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. The lights are on, getting close to 6:30 p.m. here in the third game of this series. Final game will be played tomorrow. This is the second in the doubleheader here on Saturday. Sam Houston losing the first match 12-6. By the way, it was A&M Corpus's first Southland Conference victory. Of course, in that previous game that you heard earlier, if you were still joining us then, the Cats were up 4-0 in the first. It looked like deja vu again going back to Friday night, but then the Islanders putting up 6 and then just never really looked back. The 12-6 victory. So we'll start things here for the Cats, leading off the second baseman, Brandon Pruitt. Brandon Pruitt, sophomore out of Richmond, Texas, transfer from Grayson College, 5'10", 165-pound sophomore. First pitch, clips the corner for a strike on Pruitt, the early count 0-1. On the mound, John Gaddis getting the start here in this ball game. Gaddis' next pitch to the corner for another strike, 0-2. Gaddis' next delivery up too high. John Gaddis 0-2 this season, 7 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 10 runs on 8 hits. 8 of those runs were earned, walked 6, struck out 7. Also has allowed 2 home runs. Here's Gaddis' next pitch, swing and a miss, and a strikeout here for Brandon Pruitt. So we're already 1 away here in the top of the first. John Gaddis, a left-handed pitcher, 6'0", 190 junior out of Corpus Christi, Texas, Cal Allen High School. Take us a second in the order for Sam Houston, the first baseman, Jack Rogers. Rogers in the previous game before this one, 1 of 3. 1 for 3, the junior. Swung on late here, foul off the third base line. A little bit of sunshine starting to pop out back through the clouds. We saw that quite a bit in the first game. It's really overcast skies. A lot of storms are building to the north of us in the Rusk area, but so far they've managed to dodge Huntsville. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one over to center, and it's a line for the second out. Tristan Welch easily able to grab that one with a little sunshine on his cheek. We're 2 away, 2 up, 2 down. Bring up third in the order, the center fielder, Colton Kauser. Kauser went 3 for 3 in the previous game. The sophomore having a good game. First pitch on the way. Pitch to the outside is a ball. 1-0 count here on Colton Cowser. Here's the next one. This one drops in for a strike on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball to even the count at 1-1. Again, Joshua Harris listening from Fort Worth, Texas. Appreciate you, Josh. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Here's the 1-1 to the outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Josh runs a really incredible ministry helping men 18 and older that suffer from drug and alcohol addiction. You may know of someone who needs help. You can check out their website at oakridgedisciplehouse.com for more information. Next pitch too low for a ball. 3-1 here. Good eye by Colton Cowser. He's got some options here. 2 outs. Bearkats did a lot of their damage in the previous game in the first inning in 2-out territory. We'll see if they can do it here. Chops this one foul off the first base line. It took a hop about 45 feet down. The count now full at 3-2. Again, John Gaddis on the mound, Justin Taylor the catcher, Luke Marbach over at first, Leo Morkotic at second, Itchy Burtz at third, Cole Fluta at short, and then it is Mike Williams. Here's a hit over to center. This one is going back, and again another one caught just in front of the batter's eye for the third and final out. So Welch a little busy as he had the last 2 right to him. 3 up, 3 down. We'll step aside and take a break. Top of the second coming up on the Bearkats Sports Network.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español?
Hablo.
It's hablo?
Yes.
It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. That's babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
March brings warmer weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our 2021 GMC Terrains and 2021 GMC Acadias. You can get up to $5,700 off in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty GMC Sierra available with up to $5,500 in purchase allowance. So hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. GMC is professional grade.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here from the Don in Huntsville, Texas. 1-0 A&M Corpus leading in this third of 4-game series. Final game will be played tomorrow. This is the second game of the doubleheader for today, as the Islanders picking up their first win in Southland Conference 12-6 earlier this afternoon. For Dominic Robinson on the mound here for Sam Houston. He played at Baylor, also at Southeastern Louisiana versus Northwestern State. All those games were lost by the Bearkats. Swung on this one, foul off the back of the net. Early count here, 0-1 on Mike Williams leading off. Again, the 4, 5, and 6, Ryan and Markotic behind him. Again, Robinson on the mound. Gavin Johnson, the catcher now. Jack Rogers over at first. Brandon Pruitt at second. Corbin Vines at third. Anthony Mckenzie at short. Here's the second pitch. This one chopped fouls. It bounced in the right box, popped up. The count here, 0-2 on Mike Williams. Bryce Holmes over at left, Colton Cowser at center, and Blake Facher over at right. Of course, here at the Don, the batter's eye at 400 goes up about 18 feet or so. The corner's at 330, and the left and right power alleys at 375. Still under overcast and cloudy skies. Lights are on here at the Don. On the 0-2 pitch, this one high to the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Mike Williams. I beg your pardon, Braden Ryden. We're actually the 5, 6, and 7. It's my apologies on that. Forgot to record the third out earlier. This one popped up foul, and it will not be catchable in foul territory as it bounced on the top of the Bearkats dugout. Count here at 1-2 on Brendan Ryan. Again, my apologies for that. I missed the third out just a few moments ago. Still trying to get things set up after the first game. Ryan averaging .448 on base at .515. Here's the next pitch. Swung on late here. This one will drop foul way off the third base bag and over to the training facility. The count at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one drops in over to left as Bryce Holmes out there at left makes the grab with the left hand, and we're one away. It's 4 in a row now for Dominic Robinson after giving up the home run to start things in the first. Islanders leading 1-0.
Second baseman number 18, Leo Marcotte.
Brings up the second baseman, 6 in the hole, the Leo Marcotte. Leo Marcotte out of Toronto, Canada. Jefferson College. First pitch away from him for a ball, 1-0 count. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and missed. Took a slow swing on that. I don't think he really wanted to follow through with it. He had to. It already got around him. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike, one away. Swung low again here for another strike, 1-2. Again, thanks to those watching us and listening on the in the booth streams on our social media pages. Also, many friends joining us on 101.7 FM KSAM. Feel free to send us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Swing and a miss for the second out. Nice little 79-mile-an-hour off speed by Dominic Robinson. He's now retired 5 in a row after giving up that home run. Take us to the bottom of the order, starting things at 7 here with Trey Jones, the designated hitter. Trey Jones, left-handed batter. Off the left-handed pitch. This one, boy, he just laced it right over to right field. And he's going to go around over to 2, trying to get there in time, sliding, and that is a sliding double for Trey Jones. It's a second hit here given up by Robinson. Trey Jones over on the double.
Center fielder number 15, Tristan Welch.
Bring up the center fielder number 15, Tristan Welch. Robinson a 2.61 ERA with runners on. So he does pretty well once runners get on. Left-handed pitcher. Waiting for the right-handed batter, Tristan Welch, the center fielder. Here's the delivery. This one chopped over. It's fair at third. Making the grab is Vines. The throw to first in time. And that will do it. And nice field work there by Corbin Vines over to Jack Rogers at first. No runs on one hit, no errors, one left on. We're through 1.5, bottom of the second coming up. Stay with us. This is the Bearcat Sports Network.
Bearcat fans play.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here, live from the Don in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. Sam Houston baseball trailing 1-0 as we start things here in the bottom of the second. Leading off, we'll go to the 4, 5, and 6. The designated hitter, Trent Touche. Out of Shreveport, Louisiana, Panola College, 6'1", 200-pound junior. Hits this one foul into the backstop net. The early count here on Touche, 0-1. Touche went 2 for 3 in the previous game this afternoon. The junior averaged .435 on the season. Touche brought in a run as well back in that game. Here's the 0-1. Close to the inside for a ball. Good eye, 1-1 even count. Again, Sam Houston trailing here 1-0. Touche, hard swing. This one's going to go way up into the air and foul. That one was well over the light near the third base side. It'll take a bounce near the bullpen. Counted 1-2 here on Trent Touche, the designated hitter cleaning up. Touche again averaging .435, 10 hits, 4 RBIs this season. His first at-bat of this game. This one grounded right over to short. Fluta to first. And a routine play there. Fluta easily over to Marbach at first base. So a little grounder to short for the first out, leading off Touche. That's 4 in a row now for John Gaddis on the mound. That'll bring up 5th in the order the left fielder, Bryce Holmes.
Left fielder number 9, Bryce Holmes.
Bryce Holmes, the junior, 6 foot, 195 pounds, out of Dallardsville, Texas. Big Sandy High School, by the way, a Cisco College, a lefty here. Here's the pitch on the way. Boy, too high. I call those the shave pitch. That gets real close to your cheek. 1 ball, no strikes here on Bryce Holmes. Second pitch. This one well in front of the plate as it took a bounce. Taylor was behind it, nobody on anyways. For the ball, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Again, too low to bring it to 3-0 count. Well, keep in mind, Gaddis has retired 4 in a row here. Finds himself in missed position here, 3-0, 1 away. Next pitch on the way. This one high, and Bryce Holmes will reach on a walk. That may be just what the Cats needed. As Holmes will head over to first, standing up, sunshine on his chest. And that sun really pops on these orange jerseys when it does come out. Looks beautiful. Bring up 6th in the order, the right fielder, Blake Facher. 171 this season, 7 hits, 5 ribeyes. The right fielder here for Sam Houston. He'll hit it hard over to left. This one is going deep to the corner, and it is gone. A 2-run homer for Blake Facher. How about that as the Cats take a 2-1 advantage? Blake Facher to the left corner. Well over 330. That one was high above even the left field foul pole. Brings up Gavin Johnson.
Gavin Johnson.
The stakes cooking early here in the second for Sam Houston. Go to the bottom of the order, starting in the 7 hole. Gavin Johnson, the catcher. First pitch to the corner for a strike, 0-1 on an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Here's the next pitch, quickly in rhythm. This time to the outside, 1-1. Of course, when there's nobody on, you'll see Gaddis going quickly here. Left-handed delivery. This one chopped over to first. And a tag as he was running down on the line, and that's the second out. Job there by Marbach. Again, Sam Houston leading on the 2-run homer now, 2-1, 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning.
Third baseman, number 27, Corbin Vines.
Bring up 8th in the order, Corbin Vines, and he will lace this one over to left. It takes a drop, not able to make the grab was Williams. Vine heading over to second, and that is a stand-up double for Corbin Vines. And the Bearkats coming alive here in the bottom of the second. You know, it took a while for Sam Houston after fluttering back in that first game, dropping it 12-6. They did a good job, though, starting that ball game with 4 runs. Started out a little rough here, giving up a run, but now 2 scored on the homer, and in scoring position now with the stand-up double is Corbin Vines. Takes us to the bottom of the order, the shortstop, Anthony Mckenzie. Mckenzie, right-handed batter off the left-handed pitch from Gaddis. This one low to the corner. And on a wild pitch, this one's going to advance Vines over to third. So Vines over at third. On that wild pitch just moments ago, 1-0 count. Next pitch graces the corner for a strike, 1-1 on Anthony Mckenzie. Here's Gaddis' next delivery, placing the bunt. This one rolls down, beautifully placed. Run will come in and score, and he's safe over at first. It's an RBI single by Anthony Mckenzie. The design play, and he gets the bonus of the base hit. And the Bearkats with 3 runs here in the bottom of the second, extending their lead by 2, 3-1. If you didn't think those steaks were cooking, they're on the grill now, coming off the grill, ready to eat. Go back to the top of the order here. Brandon Pruitt, who's 0 for 1, struck out swinging back in the first for the first out. First one hit foul off the third base, or the first base side. The early count here, 0-1 on Brandon Pruitt. Gaddis with his delivery. Close to the inside, but it's called a strike, 0-2. It was right at the belt line there of Brandon Pruitt. Gaddis looking, keeping an eye over at first. Here's his delivery. Runner will take off over to second. This one hit foul. 2 away, 0-2 count. Sam Houston leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. Mckenzie had that RBI single that brought in Vines. Blake Facher earlier in this inning, the 2-run homer. Runner will take off over to second, easily in time. We'll see how that one scored as it got away from Justin Taylor a little bit. So Mckenzie now over at second. Stolen base. That is his 5th of the season. Swing and a miss here on a 1-2, and that will retire and take us away. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on. And Sam Houston leading 3-1 after 2. We'll take a break for a minute. Top of the third coming up. Stay with us. This is the Bearkats Sports Network.
Because COVID restrictions are in
March Madness is here, and so is the March Madness sales event right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Come take advantage of these great deals and get $3,450 in purchase allowance on a 2021 Buick Encore GX and a 2021 all-new redesigned Buick Envision, or $4,700 in purchase allowance on the 2021 Buick Encore. You get up to $5,950 in purchase allowance on a 2021 Buick Enclave. Don't delay. Hurry in today for the best selection right here at Wiesner in Huntsville or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Adams Furniture in Huntsville is looking for warehouse delivery persons for local and out-of-town deliveries. Must be clean and dependable, full-time or part-time. Good pay, paid vacation, and overtime is available. Must have a valid driver's license. Must be outgoing and personable, as this position involves being the last person the customer will see to leave a great impression. Apply in person at Adams Furniture at Highway 75 North and 10th Street in Huntsville. Adams Furniture is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here, live from the Don. Thanks for joining us for Sam Houston baseball here in the Bearkats Sports Network. Sam Houston leading 3-1. Back at bat here are the Islanders of Corpus Christi. Start things at the bottom of the order. The shortstop, Cole Fluta. Cole Fluta to start things here in the top of the third. Robinson on the mound. First pitch to the outside corner for a ball. Didn't get inside enough. 1-0 early count here. Cole Fluta out of Middleton, New Jersey. Brookdale Community College, 5'7", 155-pound senior. That next pitch gets the corner for a strike, 1-1 on an 84-mile-an-hour toss over. Dominic Robertson set here, kicks up the right leg. Left-handed pitch on the way. This time, clipped the corner on the outside for a strike, 1-2. 2 hits by A&M Corpus in this game. They put up one lone mark in the first. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike him out. It's the second strikeout by Dominic Robinson of this game.
Top of the order, first baseman number 2, Luke Marbach.
Take us back to the top of the order. The first baseman, Luke Marbach, who had that leadoff home run to start things. That's the lone mark that's on the board, 3-1. Islanders trailing here in the top of the third. First pitch on the way. This one well to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Luke Marbach. Marbach 1 for 4 in the previous game, the senior. Averages .347, actually .360 now if you add up a little bit extra. 1-1. The next one, chop foul, aces on the board. Talked a little bit earlier about Robinson at Baylor. Pitched 4 innings there, 6 at Southeastern Louisiana. Next one, oh, what a grab out there by Vines at third. Makes the throw to first in time. Yes, how about that? Corbin Vines laid out at third, had the snag as it bounced, and threw it over to Jack Rogers for the second out. Oh, baby, what a play. Two up, 2 down here in the top of the third for Dominic Robinson. It'll bring up second in the order, the third baseman, Itchy Burtz. Left-handed pitch to the left-handed batter to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. Here's the next delivery. This time it dropped in on the 69-mile-an-hour off speed for a strike, 1-1. Here's the next pitch. This one swung on late, hit foul. Off the third base side, 1-2. Getting a lot of friends joining us in the booth. Thanks for joining us. Also over the FM airwaves here in Huntsville on 101.7 KSAM. If you're in the booth, send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're listening from and who you're cheering on. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 3 up, 3 down for Dominic Robinson. And we're through 2.5. Bearkats leading 3-1. Back at bat when we come back in a minute on the Bearkats Sports Network.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. As most of you have seen or know, we are being affected by the I-45 freeway expansion. I assure you we are open and ready to serve you with your next vehicle purchase. We have driveway access off the I-45 feeder road as well as easy access off of Normal Park Drive. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 48 years and offers quality pre-owned vehicles and superior customer service. I encourage you to stop by and see us at 230 I-45 South here in Huntsville or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com.
I want my mama!
If you've had trouble with the law and a cell door is between you and freedom, call Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds. You know Mama can help.
Mama sure helped me when I needed it. Thanks, Mama Lemon.
Don't stay behind bars. Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds is ready to help. Visit LoneStarBailHuntsville.com. That's LoneStarBailHuntsville.com. Welcome back, friends. A pleasant good evening. 6:50 here in East Texas, your current time. Jack Rogers to lead things off here for the Cats as we start the bottom of the third inning. Sam Houston with 3 hits in this game, 3 runs, trying to add a little more insurance here in the bottom of this third after losing 12-6 in the first game of this doubleheader. Rogers 0 for 1 as he popped one, or actually lined one over to center back in the first. First pitch to the outside off the hands of Gaddis. 1-0 early count here. Next delivery. A little off speed there in the curveball and got Rogers to bite for it as he swung for the strike. 1-1. Ron Clear joining us in the booth. Appreciate you, Ron. Hope things are going well. Here's the 1-1. This one swung, chopped foul. That's a hard swing. Going to take a little bit of time to get up here for Jack Rogers. So he came down on his right knee after that swing. 1-2. Did get back up, thankfully. Gaddis on the mound here for the Islanders. Here's his delivery. To the outside for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2. It's a young man that was named to the All-Southland preseason second team. Appeared and started in 4 contests back in the short 2020 season. Here's his 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Another little off speed there at 75 miles an hour. He got Rogers to bite on it. The second time of that at bat. This time, though, for a swing and a miss for the first out. Bring up third in the order, the center fielder, Colton Cowser. He popped one up over to Welch at center. On a 3-1 pitch, back for the third and final out to retire the first inning. Here's the first delivery to the left-handed batter, and this one way up over the glove of Justin Taylor as it flew all the way to the backstop. Bearkats had somebody on. That could have been a run advance or a base advance. Next pitch, too far to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Or actually 2 balls now. It was the second ball. 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Next pitch, this one popped way up over to left. And the communication is there. Mike Williams makes the easy grab out there at left for the second out. First one that we've seen popped up over to left this afternoon. Again, Sam Houston leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the third, looking for some extra runs here. Fourth in the order, the designated hitter, Trent Touche. Touche, the junior out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Averaging .417, 10 hits, 4 ribeyes this season. Foul tip into the back of the net. The early count 0-1 on 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Dropped in but too high on the off speed. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Good friend Brian Snow. They call him the Snowman. Sending a shout out from North Carolina joining us. Appreciate you, Brian. Snowman. This one swung on late, foul, and trying to catch it in foul territory. Not going to get there in time. It was a good run by Luke Marshall over at first. That one went all the way out near the right corner. He ran a long way down there. Just out of his reach. The count at 1-2 here on Trent Touche. Again, we are in the bottom of the third. 2-out territory. 1-2 the count on Touche. Bearkats leading 3-1. Touche looking for his 11th hit. Not going to get it here as it foul tipped into the glove and a strike swinging for the third and final out. We'll step aside and take a break. Bearkats leading 3-1 as we move to the top of the fourth coming up in a minute here on the Bearcat Sports Network.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Hyundai Spring Upgrade Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2020 Hyundai Sonata SEL or a 2021 Tucson SC, your choice, $19,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Or a 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL, only $24,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Welcome back, friends. Top of the fourth inning. Rob Hipp live from the Don here in Huntsville, Texas, under overcast skies. Skies are getting a little bit darker. Of course, the sun's setting now, but those clouds getting more and more blue and gray as this goes on. Of course, storms to our north and Rusk. 3-1 the lead as we go to the top of the fourth here. Leading off, Justin Taylor for the Islanders, third in the order. 0 for 1 as he grounded one over to the third for the second out in the first. And this first pitch off of Robinson's left hand to the outside for a ball, 1-0. Here's his next delivery. This one again to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes on a 79-mile-an-hour pitch. This delivery chopped over short. Mckenzie trying to make the grab, throw to first. And he is out. Oh, mama, what a play. We've seen it already tonight by this Bearcat defense. It was Vines earlier to Rogers. This time, Mckenzie making the throw from short as he had to run up on it and threw it over there to Rogers. And we're one away. A little bit of discussion is going to happen over here with the first base umpire. He wants an explanation. The coach wants an explanation. The umpires are going to come in and talk this one over here. Coach was calling for an explanation. And the umpires are going to stand just to the right of the mound and talk this one over. I think he got there in time. The runner for now, Taylor, is staying out there at first as the umpires are going to confer this one. And now they change the ruling. They say safe on an interference. So that out will take off the board. And the runner is safe, Justin Taylor. I believe they called it on an interference. So take the out off the board. Bring up the left fielder, Mike Williams. Runner now on first for the Islanders.
Left fielder number 24, Mike Williams.
It's the left fielder again, Mike Williams, as he popped one up over to center for the third out back in the first. Here's the pitch on the way, places bunt. This one foul off the first base line. They're going to say it was safe, and they will officially score this as a single for Taylor. 0-1 count here on Mike Williams. Taylor over at first for the Islanders, trailing 3-1 here in the top of the fourth. The pitch on the way, the curve to the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mike Williams, a senior, went 2 for 4 in the game earlier today in the 12-6 victory, their first Southland Conference victory. The 1-1. This one chopped over to second. Trying to make the tag, the throw over to first, the double play. Oh, mama, it's coming alive here. Brandon Pruitt. How about that? As it fell right in front of Pruitt, he was able to make the tag and then threw it over to first for the double play.
Right fielder number 10, Brendan Ryan.
Bring up the right fielder, 5th in the order, Brendan Ryan, batting .433 this season, 13 hits, 2 RBIs, 0 for 1 in this ball game as he popped one up over to left for the first out on a 1-2 pitch back in the second. Here's the next delivery. Swung on and missed. Bring it to an early 0-2 count here, a quick 0-2 count on Brendan Ryan. Oh, 0-2 pitch, Swung on. This one hopped right up to Pruitt. He throws to first, and that'll do it. The field work, miraculous looking here in the top of the fourth. And that'll do it for this inning. There was no runs, one hit, no errors, nobody left on. We'll step aside and take a break. We're through 3.5. Bottom of the fourth coming up. The Bearcats lead 3-1 here on the Bearcats Sports Network.
I want my mama.
If you've had trouble with the law and a cell door is between you and freedom, call Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds. You know Mama can help.
Mama sure helped me when I needed it. Thanks, Mama Lemon.
Don't stay behind bars. Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds is ready to help. Visit LoneStarBailHuntsville.com. That's LoneStarBailHuntsville.com.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment. Not just a job, this is a career with a purpose. TDCJ is hiring correctional officers now. No experience required, paid training, and a signing bonus of up to $5,000. Apply right now at tdcj.texas.gov or call 877-967-5489. Serve Texas with purpose.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp here live, 7:01 p.m. in East Texas. Thanks for joining us for Sam Houston Baseball on the Bearcats Sports Network. The Cats leading 3-1 as we start things here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And again, so thankful that you decided to spend your evening with us here. For Sam Houston trying to rebound from the 12-6 loss in the first game of this doubleheader. The 5, 6, and 7 here for the Cats, starting with Bryce Holmes, the left fielder. Holmes reached on a walk earlier, came around and scored a hard hit here. This one going out to center. Welch trying to get under it, and at left center has the grab with his left glove. 1 pitch, 1 out. 4 in a row now for John Gaddis after he gave up 3 in the second, no runs in the third.
Right fielder number 3, Blake Fisher.
Bring up 6-hole Blake Facher, the right fielder. He had that 2-run homers. He started cooking some steaks back in the second, part of 3 runs scored in that inning. The first pitch away from him for a ball, 1-0 count. Here's the next delivery. This one off the glove of Justin Taylor, bounced away from him. 2 balls, no strikes, Blake Facher. Next one clipping the corner for a strike, 2-1. So again, 2 balls, 1 strike. Bearcats leading 3-1 here in the bottom of this fourth. This one, a hard hit foul off the first base side. It'll sell into the berm or near in front of the berm. Some fans are down there. The kiddos will run down. Boy, they're rolling down the hill. It's good to see the fans on the hill. 2-2 count here on Blake Facher. Facher this season, batting .190, 8 hits, 7 ribeyes. And again, 1 for 1 today as he had that 2-run homer back in the second. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul as it'll go into the backstop. A battle starting here for Blake Facher. Facher, the junior out of Cypress, Texas. Went to Blinn College, transferred to Louisiana. 6'0", 205 junior. Gaddis on the mound, 2-2 pitch here on the way from the left hand. Swing and a miss. Got him there for the second out. 5 in a row retired. Actually, we'll go back, call it 6 in a row retired now by John Gaddis.
Catcher number 43, Gavin Johnson.
Take us to the catcher, 7th in the order, Gavin Johnson. So he was tagged out at first for the second out, unassisted back in the second. First pitch on the way to Johnson. To the outside, looked at it for a ball, 1-0 count. Gavin Johnson, the center out of San Antonio, Texas. Next pitch, paints the corner for a strike, 1-1, 2 away. Johnson, New Mexico Junior College, and then came over from Rice. Here's the 1-1. Swung on as it tried to hug the third base line. It did for all of about 35 feet and then actually about 40 or 50 feet, and then it went foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, Gavin Johnson. It's the preseason All-Southland Conference first team batter here. Swung around and missed here. He didn't want to take it, but he was already halfway through his swing. And it is 3 up, 3 down for John Gaddis. That'll take us through 4. This game moving quickly. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Stay with us, friends. This is the Bearkats Sports Network.
Social distancing and wear a face covering.
Eric Barbosa for Henson Ford. During Truck Month, we're rolling back prices on America's best-selling truck.
Our low truck prices are now even lower on Fords like 2020 F-150 Super Crew, XLTs, and Expeditions. Save even more with 0% for 72 months and make no payments until the summer.
Plus, get a warranty for life with no deductibles and unlimited miles at no cost to you. We even deliver for free from our store to your door.
We get you rolling for less at Hinton Ford, your dealer for life.
Henson Ford, HensonFord.com.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp here live from in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. Amidst the piney woods surrounding us. 3-1 the score. Cats leading as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading off, be the 6th in the order, the second baseman, Leo Markotic. The Islanders snapping a 14-game skid dating back to February the 27th at Houston, with that victory in the first game of this doubleheader, 12-6 earlier this afternoon. There's the first pitch to Markotic. How about paint that corner? Get out the paintbrush for a strike, 0-1. 84-mile-an-hour fastball. Here's the next pitch from the left hand, this time too far to the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Islanders at bat, trailing 3-1 here in the top of the 5th. Robinson delivers. This one over to left, and that's a base hit. And a leadoff single here for Markotic. Thought about going to second, but he's going to stay right there at first. Well, you go back to the 4th, it was a leadoff single by Justin Taylor, but then Robinson, thanks to some fancy defense, saw a double play for the first 2 outs. And then Pruitt making a nice grab over at second, threw it to Jack Rogers again at first for the 3rd out. We'll see if the defense can help him out here. 7th in the order, the designated hitter, Trey Jones, averaging 182, 4 hits, 4 RBIs this season. 1 for 1 today. First pitch over to right, lined it right to Pruitt. The throw to first in time, and it's another double play. Oh, mama, the Bearkats looking strong here in this ball game tonight. It is another double play, back-to-back inning double plays for Sam Houston.
Center fielder number 15, Tristan Welch.
Oh, just mentioned, can the defense help him out? They did again. 2 away. Right-handed batter, Tristan Welch, 245 average this season, 13 hits. 8 ribeyes. The first one gets the corner for a strike. The 85-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1, 2 away. Here's the next left-handed pitch. This one, too far to the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The earlier matchup today, Sam Houston didn't want to do this, but they went through 4 pitchers. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Randy Berter joining us on our Facebook in the booth saying, "Eat 'em up, Cats. Go Dom." Appreciate you, Randy. Thanks for joining us. Bearkats leading 3-1 here in the top of the fifth. At bat, the Islanders, the 1-2 pitch. This time too low to even the count at 2 across the board. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he looked at it for a strike. Oh, beautiful off-speed pitch. At 71 miles an hour, it dropped into the zone. No runs on one hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We are already through 4.5, bottom of the fifth coming up. The Cats back at bat with the lead 3-1 when we come back on the Bearkats Sports Network.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. As most of you have seen or know, we are being affected by the I-45 freeway expansion. I assure you we are open and ready to serve you with your next vehicle purchase. We have driveway access off the I-45 feeder road as well as easy access off of Normal Park Drive. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 48 years and offers quality pre-owned vehicles and superior customer service. I encourage you to stop by and see us at 230 I-45 South here in Huntsville or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com.
I want my mama!
If you've had trouble with the law and a cell door is between you and freedom, call Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds. You know Mama can help.
Mama sure helped me when I needed it. Thanks, Mama Lemon.
Don't stay behind bars. Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds is ready to help. Visit LoneStarBailHuntsville.com. That's LoneStarBailHuntsville.com. All right, friends, so glad you joined us here for Sam Houston Baseball. 3-1, the Cats leading in Huntsville. As we'll start things here in the bottom of the fifth. Leading off, 8th in the order, the third baseman, Corbin Vines. Had that stand-up double back in the second. Then came around and scored off the Mckenzie RBI single. Here's the first pitch on the way. Off speed at 81, and it dropped too low for a ball. 1-0, good eye by Corbin Vines. The junior out of Hempstead, Texas. Waller High School by way of Galveston College. Next pitch to the outside, 2-1. Or beg your pardon, 2-0. Corbin Vines, second on the team, 3 multi-RBI games. This pitch gets away, but nobody on. The count at 3-0. So Vines continuing to keep a good eye here. Had a 2-run homer in that series finale versus UTSA back on February the 27th. He also went 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and an RBI win over Rice. The opener, the Shriners Hospitals for Children's College Classic at Minute Maid. Jason Barfield and I had that call. Next fastball gets the corner for a strike, 3-1. Be a lot of pain out there today. Here's the next pitch. This one hit over to center, going deep, trying to get down on it is Welch, and this one is over the back. Oh, baby, it's another home run. Corbin Vines with his second home run of the season. Well over the 18-foot batter's eye. How about it, Corbin Vines? There's going to be a little bit of a discussion now at the mound with Gaddis. Coming up 4 runs in this ball game. Did well through 3 and 4 as he retired 7 in a row. But then Corbin Vines with the leadoff home run here to start things in the 5th. It is now 4-1. Bearkats finding those insurance papers. And that will do it for Gaddis. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll have information on the next pitcher coming up in a minute when we return on the Bearkats Sports Network.
Now pitching for Texas A&M.
Eric Barbosa for Henson CDGR, and we're rolling back prices on America's best-selling vehicles.
During Ram Truck Month and the Jeep Celebration event, our low truck and SUV prices are now even lower. Save more with 0% for 84 months and make no payments until the summer.
Plus, get a warranty for life with no deductibles and unlimited miles at no cost to you. We even deliver for free from our store to your door.
We get you rolling for less at Henson CDJR, your dealer for life.
HensonCDJR.com. Adams Furniture in Huntsville is looking for warehouse delivery persons for local and out-of-town deliveries. Must be clean and dependable, full-time or part-time. Good pay, paid vacation, and overtime is available. Must have a valid driver's license. Must be outgoing and personable, as this position involves being the last person the customer will see to leave a great impression. Apply in person at Adams Furniture at Highway 75 North and 10th Street in Huntsville. Adams Furniture is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back, friends. New pitcher on the mound for the Islanders of A&M Corpus. It is Henry Bird, 6'2", 195-pound right-handed pitcher here for A&M Corpus. Again, the junior out of Alvin, Texas, by way of Blinn Junior College. The shortened season last year appeared in 8 contests, 16 1/3 innings on the mound, struck out 16 batters, allowing just 5 walks.
Shortstop number 2, Anthony Mckenzie.
Here so far this season, a 9.92 ERA, 1-3 his record, 16 1/3 innings pitched. The first pitch on the way to Anthony Mckenzie as we go to the bottom of the order. Mckenzie, by the way, 1 for 1. So he had that RBI single and then stole over a second, was left stranded back in the second. First pitch to him is a strike. He hits it foul, 0-1. Bird's next pitch. A really good pitch. Heard a fan out there say nice pitches. Just a little low, though, for a ball, 1-1. It's one of those that Mckenzie could have taken either way. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Cats leading 4-1. Here's the next delivery. This time to the inside as Mckenzie was trying to sell that a little bit on what I call the inchworm. He didn't get the call. It's a strike, 1-2. Mckenzie averaging 158 this season, 6 hits, 3 ribeyes. Today, though, 1 for 1, as I mentioned just moments ago. Here's the 1-2 pitch from the right hand. Boy, a lot of speed behind that ball. Or a lot of velocity, rather. It looked faster than the gun showed at 80. May have been a misreading. I wonder if that thing can be wrong every once in a while. 2-2 the count. Here's the next pitch. This one swung late, fouled way back behind third base and the fans. Little battle starting here for Anthony Mckenzie. Bird has played in 5 games this season, the pitcher. They're going to check this over at first, or over at third, rather. And it's called a ball here. The home plate umpire checked with his colleague over at third, and it was called a ball, so it brings us to a 3-2 payoff. Here's the pitch. Drops in, looked at it for the strike and the first out. So again, Bird on the mound. That was his first batsman.
Top of the order, second baseman number 4.
John Gaddis finished 4 innings, allowing 4 runs on 4 hits, all of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 6, 1 wild pitch. 61 total pitches, finished with a 9.26 ERA, so Bird in here to relieve him. Back to the top of the order we are. Brandon Pruitt, first pitch, a ball, 1-0 count. Here's the next delivery. The right-handed batter, this time dropped in for the strike to even the count at 1-1. Again, bottom of this 5th inning, we are 4-1. Here's the next pitch on the 1-1. Curveball. Got the corner for a strike, 1-2. Beautiful pitch there. Got to give him credit, Henry Bird. Here's his next delivery. This time curved too far to the outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to the outside to bring it to another full count on the second batter in a row. 3-2 here on Pruitt. That home run earlier, by the way, to clear the batter's eye. That is the third one this time and the third in-game homer in this stadium's history. Paul Goldschmidt did it back in 2008. The other was Manny Rodriguez, 2018. Next one was a foul. 3-2 battle starting here for Pruitt. How about that? Third in the Don's history over the batter's eye. And a walk here on a 3-2 Pruitt over to first.
First baseman, number 44, Jack Rogers.
Go back to a left-handed batter. Second in the order, the first baseman, Jack Rogers, who's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging his last at-bat for the first out in the third. Back in the first, he lined one over to center. One away. Runner on first for the Cats. This one drops in the zone for a strike. 0-1 on Jack Rogers. Average .343, 24 hits, 14 ribeyes. Cooking them this season, but today 0 for 2. We always used to say when you're 0 for due, you're due. 0-1 count here, one away. Next delivery to the outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Corner inside, strike 1-2. Again, just one out. Bearkats leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. So just a little over an hour into this one. We got started around 6:15 for the second of this doubleheader. Of course, one more game played tomorrow. Series right now tied 1-1. Here's the pitch. The 89-mile-an-hour fastball to the outside to bring the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brandon Pruitt on a payoff earlier reached on a walk. He is patiently waiting. His team with the 3-run advantage, 4-1 here in the bottom of this fifth. Bird on the mound for the Islanders. Kicks up the leg, right-handed delivery, swing and a miss for the second out. Well, he had a strikeout looking to Mckenzie after Vines had that third home run over the batter's eye in the history of the Don. And now a strikeout swinging for Jack Rogers. Takes us to third in the order, the center fielder, Colton Cowser. He is 0 for 2, so he's due. .333 this season, 23 hits, 14 RBIs. Here's the right-handed pitch, swung on late, foul off the third base side. Early count here, 0-1 on Colton Cowser. Again, if you're out there listening, we'd love to hear from you. Text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number 512-522-9105. If you're listening on the radio, if you are in the booth with us on social media, just send us a comment. We'll see them. Holding that bat about 45 to his left shoulder, swung on foul tip into the backstop. The count 0-2 on Colton Cowser. Colton Cowser in that triangle of baseball players we talk about so much from Cypress, Texas, 6'3", 195-pound sophomore. The outfielder trying to advance his teammate into scoring position. This one over to left. Will it drop? It is. Yes, it will. And that should bring in a run. Coming around, he will stand up tall at second. And now trying to go over to third, diving in time. He is there on an error, and he will come in and score. How about that for Colton Cowser? I didn't think he expected that to happen, as he was just looking for the double over there, or beg your pardon, the RBI double, then advanced to third on what looked like an apparent error, then advanced and scored on another error. Bringing in Pruitt, cooked the stakes.
Designated hitter number 25, Trent Touche.
And the Cats putting up 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th into out territory, leading 6-1. Base paths are cleared now. Bring up Trent Touche, 4th in the order. Early pitch to his outside, 1-0. Here's the next delivery. Swung on, hard hit. Boy, that one cracked as it almost hit the lights over there off the first baseline near the right corner. Boy, I heard that one come through the crowd mic as it just cracked. You can hear it echoing. That was a hard hit. 1-1. Here's the delivery. Pulled back, good eye, 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way to Touche, too far to the outside. Bring it to a 3-1 count. Some options here for Touche as he's ahead as the batter. And this one to the inside, he'll reach on a walk.
Left fielder number 9, Bryce Holmes.
Bring up 5th in the order, the left fielder, Bryce Holmes for the Bearkats. 6 foot, 195-pound junior out of Dallardsville, Texas, by way of Cisco College and Big Sandy High School. Pitch on the way. This one plops up over to third as Burtz was able to make an easy grab. That one just kind of burped its way up over there to third. He ran out there in between, about 45 down, heading back towards second. And that will do it for the third and the final out. 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. We'll step aside and take a break. Top of the 6th coming up. Bearkats add 3 in the bottom of the 5th, leading 6-1 on the Bearkats Sports Network.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our reliable #1 selling tractors are designed for easy operation and feature all the performance-matched attachments needed to tackle any job. Right now, get 0 down and 0% APR for 60 months, plus save up to $1,000. Now through March 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop into Huntsville Truck and Tractor today, conveniently located at 2124 Highway 30 East in Huntsville, or call us at 936-291-8103.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Weaver Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Hyundai Spring Upgrade Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2020 Hyundai Sonata SEL or a 2021 Tucson SC, your choice, $19,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Or a 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL, only $24,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe or WeaverHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from Huntsville, Texas. As we got a new pitcher out there on the mound as well. Dominic Robinson finishing up. Lance Lusk now out there for Sam Houston. Leading off here in just a few moments is Cole Fluta. Talk a little bit about Lance Lusk. 1 for 1 this season. He's pitched in 15 innings, allowing 15 hits on 11 runs. 8 of those runs were earned. Walked 3, struck out 14, and also had the 1 home run that he allowed. Right-handed pitcher, 4.8 ERA, 1.2 whip, 400 average on the leadoff, and we'll hope that Cole Fluta doesn't add to that. Cole Fluta again leading off, the 5'7", 155-pound senior out of Middleton, New Jersey. Previously at Brookdale Community College.
Shortstop number 5, Cole Fluta.
Lance Lusk, first delivery. 90 miles an hour, but it was too high for a ball. 1-0 count on the fastball. Here's the next pitch. Second one. This one hit over to right, and it will drop for a leadoff single. And it's not going to help that leadoff percentage for Lance Lusk. So Fluta with the leadoff single here in the top of the sixth. His team trailing 6-1.
Top of the order, first baseman number 2.
Islanders are hitting 5 of 18 overall here in this game. Bearkats only 5 of 20. They do have the lead. A couple of errors helping with that. Take it any way you can get it. It's all about getting on base. Go to the top of the order, Lance Marbach. Marbach 1 for 2. Had that leadoff home run to start things. First pitch to him's a strike, 0-1. No outs, 6-1. Islanders trailing here in the top of the sixth. Got a base runner over at first is Fluta. This one hit over to Pruitt, bobbling it around, and it's going to be an error, I believe. It's a tough grab down there. We'll see how it's officially scored, but should have came up under that one. So runner will reach over to first. That will force Fluta over to second. And it is an error by Brandon Pruitt. So Marbach able to reach on the error by the second baseman Pruitt. Bring up second in the order, Itchy Burtz. Burtz 0 for 2. Runners on 1 and 2. Now no outs for the Islanders. Here's Lance Lusk's pitch. This one, a bunt placed. Throw to third. Is it in time? It is. Oh, there's that fancy field work again. How about it for Gavin Johnson over to Corbin Vines? That'll keep him away as Fluta was trying to get over to the third. Burtz will reach over to first on the choice, and Marbach over to second.
Justin Taylor.
But Cole Fluta is out. Great work there again by the catcher Johnson over to Corbin Vines. Bring up third in the order, Justin Taylor. So Burtz will reach on the fielder's choice. Bases still filled at 1 and 2. Both runners leading off by about 6 to 10 feet or so. Here's the first pitch on the way, high to the outside, 1-0 count on Justin Taylor. Taylor, by the way, 1 for 2 so far today. Averages .333 this season, 10 hits, 2 ribeyes. We're 1 out. Early count here, 1-0. Islanders trailing 6-1 in the top of the sixth. Next pitch brought the heat, 88 miles an hour. He bit at it and missed. Taylor even count, aces on the board. Here's the 1-1 pitch by Lusk. Dropped in for a strike, 1-2. Lusk coming in for Dominic Robinson. Finished up 5 innings, 1 run on 4 hits. That run was earned, 2.33 ERA. He struck out 4. Lusk threw a third of an inning so far, allowing the 1 hit. A little bit of time is called here as Justin Taylor will step out. And there's going to be a discussion here now as Gavin Johnson, he'll make a little waltz up to the mound to talk things over with Lance Lusk, just to make sure they're on the same page. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Islanders trailing 6-1 here in the top of the sixth. Again, this game got underway right at 6:15. After losing 14 games in a row and no victories in the Southland Conference, the Islanders defeating Sam Houston 12-6, snapping that skid. This one, pitch, over, hit, foul, and this one will drop behind the fencing off of the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Justin Taylor. 1 away, runners remain on first and second for the Islanders. Burt's over at first, Marbach at second. Burt's reaching on the fielder's choice. He had the bunt placed down. Marbach advanced over to second, flew to out at third, as it was the catcher over to third. Swing and a miss for the second out. 88 miles per hour of nothing but pure heat. Getting Taylor to bite on it, and he swung around and missed for the second out of the inning.
Left fielder number 24, Mike Williams.
It'll bring up fourth in the order the left fielder, Mike Williams, 0 for 2. He was out as part of a double play back in the fourth. Left-handed batter. Stands pretty staggered in that left batter's box. Lusk on the mound. The right-handed pitch is a fastball and a swing and a miss. He's bringing the heat on the last 2 here. He's trying to keep these base runners at bay and get out of this inning. A&M Corpus scored with that leadoff homer. They haven't scored anything since then. Here's Lusk's next pitch. This one chopped over to first and not able to make the grab. Going to throw over to third, and this is an error. That's going to score a run. Well, tough break there for the Cats. They were trying to make a play over at third. They had the runners all bound up at 1, 2, and 3, but then trying to make a play over at third, and that allowed a run to come in on an error. And now runners at the hot corner are actually at 2 and 3. So Williams over to second. Marbach comes around and scored on the error. Remember, he reached on the error to get started anyways. And Itchy Burt's over at third. Runners on 2 and 3. Run coming in on an error. Here's the next pitch. This one, or the first pitch rather, to the right fielder, Brendan Ryan. He swings late and the foul goes off the third base side, 0-1. Williams is credited for the single over at first, advanced to second. Burt's advanced to third. Marbach advanced to third. Scored on a muff throw by the third baseman out there. Swing and a miss here for the second strike. Corbin Vines trying to come down, but that was a tough one. It's an unearned run, 6-2. Sam Houston leading by 4 here in the top of the 6th. This one hit foul, lined it foul. It went just next to the training facility. No action out there in the Bearkats bullpen. We talked about it on one of the first broadcasts we did. So hard to see over there as there is a tree right in front. But we can see just enough through the leaves to know that there's no action. But if you try to pick out who it actually is when there's action, it's very hard to see over there off that third base side because the tree is in front of the bullpen. The count at 0-2. Here on Brendan Ryan. 2 away. Here's the delivery. Swung foul again. That hit identical to the previous pitch. The battle starting here for Ryan. Trying to bring in some of his teammates. Both of them in scoring position. Your 5th run is at home plate right now. 3 and 4 on the bags. Top of the 6th, 2 away, 0-2. Lusk trying to get out of this one. Taking his time, looks down, kicks up his left leg, the right-handed pitch, and again for the 3rd consecutive time, the same hit by Ryan goes foul in the exact same fashion. So a good bat here for Ryan as he is staying alive on an 0-2 count. Desperately wanted to bring in his teammates. Taking his time, here's the 0-2 pitch. This one too low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner over at second is Williams. Burt's at third. This one chopped foul. Boy, really staying alive here at this at-bat. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss for the third out. 91-mile-an-hour fastball will do it. The Islanders with 1 run here in the top of the 6th. 2 hits, 2 errors on the Cats, and 2 left on base. We are through 5.5. Bearkats leading 6-2. They'll be swinging when we come back on the Bearcats Sports Network.
Oak Creek Homes, may I help you?
Hi, I would like to meet the banker.
During our Meet the Banker event this weekend?
Yes, tell me about him, the banker.
Well, he's
cute.
A senior loan officer with
lots of money.
Years of experience. But he does have hundreds of thousands of dollars.
He sounds perfect.
Dollars to lend.
Oh, who does he lend his money to?
Just about anyone who wants to buy a new Oak Creek home. First-time home buyers interested in land home packages. He even has special financing for folks with credit scores as low as 575.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And he set a goal of making 40 new home loans this weekend.
He's so generous.
And this weekend, he's offering special low interest rates on all loans.
I love him.
Oak Creek Homes, 664 I-45 South, is having their Meet the Banker event this weekend. Call 936-755-4171 or go online to oakcreekhuntsville.com. Oak Creek Homes.
Hi, friends. Welcome back. Rob Hipp here. The Bearcats back at bat. Trying to keep them hot here as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. Sam Houston leading 6-2, and Blake Facher will get things started leading off in that 6 hole, the right fielder. Blake Facher cooked a couple of steaks on the 2-run homer back in the 2nd. First pitch to the outside from the hand of Bird. 1-0 early count, Blake Facher. Here's the next delivery to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 quick pitches here. Bottom of the 6th we are. Here's Birds. This one fouled as it goes way behind us. Of course, we sit just behind home plate, up high in the press box, but to the right. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Blake Facher. No outs for the Cats, leading by 4. Here's the next one. This one lined foul. Boy, that was just foul. As that one easily went, I would say about 110 yards or so. Bounce just foul. Halfway between the third base bag and the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Blake Facher. This one over to left. Will it drop or will it be caught? It is caught running by Mike Williams. He saw that one from the start, ran right to it out there at left on the line, and we're 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Bring up 7th in the order as we start the bottom of the order. The catcher, Gavin Johnson. Gavin Johnson, the left-handed batter. 0 for 2. He's due as he was Struck out swinging for the third out back in the fourth. Here's the pitch. Hard hit over to right. How about it for the single for Gavin Johnson? Like I said, when you're 0 for 2 in a game, you're due, and Gavin Johnson knew it and laced it over to right for the single. Eighth in the order, the third baseman, Corbin Vines. Hempstead, Texas, out of Waller High School, Galveston College. Corbin, a 6'3", 200-pound junior. Back to a right-handed batter here. Off the right-hand pitch from Henry Bird. Here's the delivery. This one swung and foul as it got on the top of the bat, bounced into the backstop. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Runner on first after that single moments ago, Gavin Johnson. Vines 235 this season. He's on base at just under 300. With runners on, he's 250. Swung here, and the umpire will check over to third. Back over to first. He was checking everywhere. Nobody at third. I think he was meant to look over there and check back over at first, and it is a strike, 0-2 on Corbin Vines. Trying to put his teammate in scoring position. Resting over there is Gavin Johnson. This one hit over to right. And in foul territory it drops. No opportunity there as it was well out of the reach of any close player. The closest one in the area was Leo Markotic, and he wasn't able to get there in time. Count remains 0-2. The battle starting here for Corbin Vines. Had 2 seasons at Galveston College. Started as a catcher, then moved to third base as a sophomore. Here's the delivery to the inside. Boy, that one almost grazed his left elbow. You don't want that to hit. 78-mile-an-hour pitch. Don't matter if it's 50 or 78 miles an hour. You know that's going to hurt if it hits you. Count here, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Corbin Vines. Runner remains over at first is Gavin Johnson after his single just moments ago. Here's the 1-2 pitch from the right hand. Foul tip into the backstop. And the at-bat remains alive here for Vines. Vines had 3 hits versus Rice back on March the 5th. At Minute Maid in the Shriners for Children's Hospital Classic. That was his season high. Still yet to get a double or a triple. Has 1 home run also this season. Actually 2 because he had the one earlier, of course. Part of that 3-run rally back in the 5th. 6-2 the score, bottom of the 6th. Cats leading 1 away. 1-2 pitch coming to Vines. Oh, I think the Islander fans were wanting something there, but the Bearcat fans know that that was too low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bird will look over at first. Looks down. Kicks up his left leg. Right-handed pitch. This one chops over to second. Looking for the double play, and they've got it. Tough break there for Sam Houston. A nice double play. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, and nobody left on. We're through 6. Top of the 7th coming up. Stay with us, friends. Bearcats leading 6-2. They're back on the defense when we come back in a minute, right here on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español?
Hablo.
It's hablo?
Yes.
It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com, Babbel.com.
March brings warmer weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner and Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our 2021 GMC Terrains and 2021 GMC Acadias. You can get up to $5,700 off in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty GMC Sierra available with up to $5,500 in purchase allowance. So hurry to Wiesner and Huntsville for the best selection or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. GMC is professional grade.
Top of the 7th here at the Dawn, under the beautiful lights. The moon, the full moon is showing as I look out of the right window here off that first baseline. Beautiful night. Despite storms to our north, the rain has managed to stay away. And we are through 6, top of the 7th. Bearkats leading 6-2 here in the second of this doubleheader. Of course, the third game in the series this weekend. The fourth game will be played tomorrow. We will not have that call here on KSAM. We just have the 2 here on Saturday. And leading off, starting things, the sophomore out of Toronto, Canada, by way of Jefferson College. 190-pound, 5'11" sophomore Leo Markotic. 1 for 2 so far today, averaging .239 this season, 16 hits, 5 ribeyes. Here's the first pitch on the way, too close to the inside for the ball, 1-0 to start things here for Leo Markotic. Of course, had that leadoff single back in the 5th, then was out on the double play. We saw back-to-back innings of double plays by Sam Houston. Next pitch, got the corner for a strike on an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Islanders trailing 6-2 here on the road in Huntsville, Texas. Left leg up, Vines, delivery over to right. This one, foul. That one goes foul on Markotic. Boy, he just absolutely lined that one, and that thing went foul. There's about 8 or 9 kids that rolled down the hill to go down there and get that one over there off the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit of time is called here as Markotic will step out, takes a swing in that right batter's box, now back into it. So he'll tap the bat on home plate. Left leg up for Lusk. Here's the pitch. The chop over to the mound. Turn around, throw to first. Not in time. That would have been a tough one. Well, we've seen a couple of miraculous plays here by this defense. That time not able to work the magic. Can't fault them. That would have been a tough one. And another leadoff single here by Markotic. He has done it now on both of his previous at-bats.
Designated hitter number 3, Trey Jones.
Bring up the designated hitter as we start the bottom of the order in that 7-hole. Trey Jones. Left-handed batter, Trey Jones, 6'2", 195-pound freshman out of Houston, Texas, Jersey Village High School. First pitch on the way to him. From the right hand of the left-handed batter to the outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Had a message earlier on our Bearcat fan line, checking in from Colorado Springs, Colorado, saying enjoying hearing you call the games, cheering the Cats, rooting for my nephew, Corbin Vines. Well, appreciate you. Let us know your name, too, if you don't mind. You can send your first name if you don't want to send the last, but appreciate you joining us all the way from Colorado. If you've got a shout-out, text them to us at 512-522-9105. Again, that fan text line is open at 512-522-9105. Justin Kring still joining us. Appreciate you, Justin. My mother and grandmother back in Georgetown, north of Austin, joining us, saying, listening and keep it swinging, Cats. They're on the defense now here in the top of the 7th. Leading 6-2, at-bat A&M Corpus, Trey Jones on a 1-0 pitch. And another one out of his reach, 2-0. Had Snowman messaging us earlier, Brian Snow. Next pitch also too low. 3 balls, no strikes. Lance Lusk does not want to throw another one here. That will force Markotic into scoring position. After a single moments ago, resting over at first. 3-0 on Trey Jones. No outs. Bearkats holding on to a 4-run lead, 6-2. A&M Corpus trying to do something, though, here in the top of the 7th. Lusk kicks up his leg. Here's the pitch. This time it got the corner for the strike, 3-1. Liz Tompkins joining us, Colorado Springs. That may have been you, Liz, that texted us as well. If so, thank you for that. Sabra Robert on our In the Booth social media feed saying, "Go Cats, go." Here's the 3-1 pitch. Once again looked at it as it went across the plate for a strike to bring it to a full count at 3-2. Trey Jones, the freshman. A lot of pressure on him right here. The moments that help. He did not appear in any games last year. Swung on this one, and it just goes foul on the pop-up over past third as it bounces over the fence. So good at bat here for Trey Jones as the battle will start for this young man. No outs, 3-2 pitch coming up. And a little bit of a chatter here as Gavin Johnson again will walk his way up to the mound. Just a very quick 1 or 2 words as he talks to Lance Lusk, the catcher to his pitcher. And now stepping back. So Trey Jones, Houston, Texas, just right down the road. Trying to do something here for A&M Corpus. No outs, runner on 1 for the Islanders, trailing 6-2 here in the top of the 7th. Lusk looks down on the payoff pitch. This one popped up. This should be catchable. Over to Vines at third, way up into the air. Vines not able to get under that one. And the throw is over to second, though, for the out. But, man, Vines was not able to. That's a hard one. When it gets up that high, sometimes it's a little difficult to trace those down. He was trying to get under it. That ball went way up into the air. Well, the out was forced, though, as he threw it over to second, putting out Marcotic.
Center fielder number 15, Tristan Welch.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Tristan Welch. So Jones will reach on the fielder's choice. And Marcotic out at second as Vines threw it over to Pruitt. First pitch here to Welch is a ball, 1-0 count. 1 away. This one popped and it goes foul right over us again here behind home plate over the press box to put aces on the board at 1-1-1. Say that 20 times over. I won't do it. Appreciate all of our friends joining us, cheering on the Cats here tonight at the Don. 6-2. A&M Corpus trailing in the top of the 7th. 1 away. Runner remains on first is Jones. Next late swing goes foul off the first base side. The wind really starting to pick up. You can hear a little bit of it coming through our crowd mic. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lusk on the mound. As Welch will step back in and digs in here on that right batter's box. Taking his time, holds the bat pretty parallel to his face. Lusk looking down. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Dropped in. Got him looking for the strikeout. 2 away. That one looking. 90 miles an hour by Lance Lusk as it dropped in.
Shortstop number 5, Cole Fluta.
And that'll take us to the bottom of the order. The shortstop, Cole Fluta. He's the senior, 5'7", out of Middleton, New Jersey, by way of Brookdale Community College. Here's the first pitch. Curveball to the outside corner. Just outside, 1 ball, no strikes. If he can get on base, we go back to the top of the order. Luke Marbach on deck for the Islanders. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This time across the plate on a 90-mile-an-hour Fastball. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on 2 outs for the Islanders. Next one. This one drops over to Jack Rogers at first. Unassisted tag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, no runs. 1 hit.
No runs, a hit, and 1 left.
No errors and 1 left on base. We are through 6 1/2. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Bearkats batting, leading 6-2 when we come back on the Bearcat Sports Network.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
All right, friends, back at it here from the Don. Rob Hipp, thanks for joining us on 101.7 KSAM of the Bearcat Sports Network. Sam Houston back at bat to start things here in the bottom of the 7th inning, holding on to a 6-2 advantage over the Islanders of A&M Corpus Christi. We'll start things at the bottom of the order. The shortstop, Anthony Mckenzie, in that 9-hole. He is 1 for 2 today, averaging 154 on the season, 6 hits, 3 RBIs. Struck out looking for the first out back in the 5th, and a foul tip here as it goes into the backstop, 0-1. Talk about Anthony Mckenzie. This young man ranked by D1Baseball.com as the number 3 prospect in the Southland Conference for the 2022 MLB Draft. Had a 2-run homer in that 12-4 win over Rice in the opening game of the Shriners Hospital for Children's College Classic at Minute Maid back on March the 5th. Went 1 for 2 with a run scored and a pair of walks at then number 19, Texas. Had that call here on KSAM and the Bearcat Sports Network. 1-1 pitch on the way. Inchworm pitch. So he had to move his belt line out of the way, 2-1. Every meeting somewhere had to start somewhere, and I've always said that. Here's a 2-1. And how about another little inchworm pitch to make it 3-1? Think about how an inchworm moves. That's why I call it that. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on here. In the top, this one over to center. And this one will drop in front of the batter's eye. We saw the 3rd home run in this stadium history earlier tonight. By Corbin Vines this time, though, Tristan Welch able to get under it on a 3-1 pitch for the first out. We go back to the top of the order. And we got a pinch hitter in here. This is number 6, Easton Lloyd. So Easton Lloyd, he got some action in the previous game that we called here first of this doubleheader. Actually was leading off in that game where he went 0 for 2. Struck out a couple of times. First pitch on the way to the outside. 1-0 early count here on Easton Lloyd. Next delivery. This time it painted the corner for a strike on an 88-mile-an-hour heater. 1-1, 1 away. Next pitch to Lloyd. This time again, identical pitch as it got the corner again. Brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Easton Lloyd out of Marshall, Texas, the freshman from Houseville High School. 5'9", 160 pounds, Easton Lloyd. lefty out here. He stands with that left foot right on the back corner of the box. Here's the pitch, or the front corner of the box, down low. Next pitch to the outside. Good eye there by Lloyd to bring the count even at 2-2. Started all 4 games at Southeastern Louisiana series at second base. Hit safely in each of his first 2 career at-bats versus UTSA and then again at number 19, Texas. Also had the walk-off 2-run single to win the series opener versus Northwestern State. But here, swung around, they say, yep. He tried to pull back on it, but it came across for the strike. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
First baseman number 44, Jack Rogers.
Takes us a second in the order, the first baseman, Jack Rogers, who is 0 for 3. No one ever say 0 for 2 and you're due. They're actually going to say, by the way, that Lloyd was looking on that. It went across the plate. Hard swing and a miss here. A little off-speed, 78-mile-an-hour changeup. Jack Rogers bid on it for the strike, swinging 0-1. Here's the next pitch. This one got up under it, going way up into the air over to right. We'll see if this one drops, and it does for the 3rd out. Right up near the wall, Brendan Ryan able to make the grab. It's a 3 up, 3 down. It took a while. A lot of pitches there.
For the Bearkats in the top of the
no runs, hits, errors, nobody left on. As we go through 7, top of the 8th coming up, and the Islanders trailing 6-2. They'll be back at bat when we come back on the Bearkats Sports Network.
March Madness is here, and so is the March Madness sales event right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Come take advantage of these great deals and get $3,450 in purchase allowance on a 2021 Buick Encore GX and a 2021 all-new redesigned Buick Envision, or $4,700 in purchase allowance on the 2021 Buick Encore. You get up to $5,950 in purchase allowance on a 2021 Buick Enclave. Don't delay. Hurry in today for the best selection right here at Wiesner in Huntsville or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Adams Furniture in Huntsville is looking for warehouse delivery persons for local and out-of-town deliveries. Must be clean and dependable, full-time or part-time. Good pay, paid vacation, and overtime is available. Must have a valid driver's license. Must be outgoing and personable, as this position involves being the last person the customer will see to leave a great impression. Apply in person at Adams Furniture at Highway 75 North and 10th Street in Huntsville. Adams Furniture is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, friends, we're back at it, 8:07 in East Texas. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with us here for Bearkats Baseball on 101.7 KSAM and the Bearkats Sports Network. Sam Houston leading here at the Dawn on their home turf, 6-2. As we start things in the top of this 8th inning, the Islanders at bat here as they will lead off going back to the top of the order, the first baseman, Luke Marbach. Had that leadoff home run back in the first. Reached on an error back in the 6th, came around and scored in that inning. 1 for 3 today, but accounting for both the runs on the board. First pitch here, pulled back. It is a ball. It was a little too high, 1-0, 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Lance Lusk remains on the mound here. Coming in to relieve Dominic Robinson earlier in this game. Here's the 1-0. This one too low, 2 balls, no strikes. That one bounced in front of Gavin Johnson. Bryce Holmes out there at left. Colton Cowser at center. Blake Facher over at right. Anthony Mckenzie, the shortstop. First is Rogers, Lloyd at second, Vines at third. Of course, Johnson remains behind as the catcher. Next pitch is a ball, 3-0. Marbach averaged .346 this season, and all 4 pitches are balls here, and it'll be a leadoff walk for Luke Marbach. Both these teams pretty close to their batting average as far as, well, both of them pretty close to each other, that is. Islanders 7 of 27, 259 here in this second game, 6 of 26 for the Bearkats. And for the first time tonight, a batsman will reach on a walk. It's the first time that's happened tonight. Comes all the way here in the 8th inning. And there's going to be a little bit of a discussion here as Coach will come out and talk things over on the mound with Lance Lusk. 1-0 the count here on Itchy Burt's. Second in the order, and we're going to have that discussion. By the way, friends, want to let you know these games are made possible in part by our good friends at the Henson brand dealerships located in Madisonville, Henson Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Visit the Ford dealership online at hensonford.com. Amaya's Collision Center, let's get you back on the road. TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling, proudly serving East Texas since 1976, offering competitive prices for all your ferrous and non-ferrous metals. Wiesner Huntsville, the home of the bottom line. Charlie's Used Cars, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. And our friends at Wiesner Hyundai in Conroe, where you buy for less. Thank you for your support and helping to make these broadcasts on KSAM possible this season. It's our honor to be able to bring baseball back to the radio airwaves, and also with our new In the Booth feature for those on social media. We want to make sure you can access anywhere that you are. The discussion is over. Lusk remains on the mound. 1-0 count, pitch on the way. No action in the bullpen either, so they're going to have confidence here in Lusk to finish this one out. 1 ball, 1 strike, as that one got the corner for the strike on Burt's. Here's the 1-1 pitch from the right hand, swung on foul off the third base side, way up into the air, 1-2. And now there is some action going to happen in that bullpen. Just saw Tanner Cimbero running over there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one popped up into the air. We'll see if Gavin Johnson can make a play on it, and he can't. That one just on top of the net, as it will drop down into the third row behind home plate. You know, just to the left behind home plate in one of the box seats. That's a rare one down there, man. If you're sitting there, you got to. It's a lucky one if it drops down there. You don't see too many of those because the net's right there at top. It just rolled off the side. Count remains 1-2. Islanders trailing 6-2 here in the top of the 8th at bat with the base runner over at first is Marbach. After he reached on a walk, the first reach on a walk by the Islanders here in this game. Next pitch to the outside evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Waiting on the 2-2. As Lusk will look over, here's his delivery. This time he got him looking for the strikeout. How about it for Lance Lusk? Putting 90 miles an hour behind that one on his right hand. And Burt's just looked at it for the first out.
Catcher number 21, Justin Taylor.
Brings up third in the order, the catcher number 21, Justin Taylor. He is 1 for 3 this evening. Averages .323, 10 hits, 2 RBIs on this season. Here's the first right-handed pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner, though, going to advance over as it was a wild pitch there. Swung on and missed for the strike, 0-1. But again, Marbach will advance over to second. I'm going to call it a pass ball. It got away from Johnson, actually. So advancing over on the pass ball. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one laced right over to center. Runner will take off to third at that hot corner. Now runners at 1 and 3 for the Islanders. A single there by Taylor will force Marbach over to third. Well, didn't force him over there. He took off to third. Had plenty of room to run. Plenty of time to run. And now runners on the corners at first and third. 1 out single there for Justin Taylor. Lance Lusk trying to work out of this one.
Number 24, Mike Williams.
Fourth in the order, cleaning up, Mike Williams. 1 for 3 today. Average 259 this season so far. 15 hits, 7 ribeyes. Swing and a miss here. No balls, 1 strike. Again, 0-1, 1 away, 6-2. Islanders trailing here in the top of the 8th. Bearkats' Lance Lusk on the mound. Trying to keep these runners from coming in. One of them's in scoring position over at third. Here's the next pitch. This one hit foul off the third base side, 0-2. Marbach over at third, Taylor at first. Williams at bat finds himself down 0-2, 1 away. Lusk looking down over his left shoulder. Here's the pitch on its way. Pulled back, didn't swing around, and it's a ball, 1-2. Lusk holding his right arm down, leaning over here, setting in. Trying to see what he can give here to Mike Williams, the left-handed batter. Lusk, the right-handed pitcher. Here's the 1-2. Too close to the inside. Tried to curve it in there on an 82-mile-an-hour changeup, 2-2. We're here in the top of the 8th. Islanders trailing 6-2. 1 away, runners on first and third. Here's the next pitch. This time high to the outside to bring it to a full count at 3-2. Mentioned earlier, Tanner Sembera is in the bullpen getting some action. He's warming up. The 3-2 payoff pitch. It's on its way. This one chopped over to the mound. Lusk throws home. The tag is there and the out is made. Now prevent the run from coming in. That's 2 outs. Great job by Lusk over to Gavin Johnson. Marbach was trying to come in and score, and he won't. He's out for the second out of this inning.
Right fielder number 10, Brendan Ryan.
Mike Williams will reach over to first on the choice. Bring up fifth in the order, Brendan Ryan. 0 for 3 here this evening. Averages .406 this season, 13 hits, 2 RBIs. Struck out swinging for the third out back in the 6th. Runners on 1 and 2. Here's the pitch. This one over to center, and it will drop right into the glove of Colton Cowser, and that will do it for the top of the 8th. We're through 7.5. Bearkats leading 6-2. The bats are swinging for the Cats when we come back right here on the Bearcat Sports Network.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. As most of you have seen or know, we are being affected by the I-45 freeway expansion. I assure you we are open and ready to serve you with your next vehicle purchase. We have driveway access off the I-45 feeder road as well as easy access off of Normal Park Drive. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 48 years and offers quality pre-owned vehicles and superior customer service. I encourage you to stop by and see us at 230 I-45 South here in Huntsville or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com.
I want my mama!
If you've had trouble with the law and a cell door is between you and freedom, call Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds. You know Mama can help.
Mama sure helped me when I needed it. Thanks, Mama Lemon.
Don't stay behind bars. Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bail Bonds is ready to help. Visit LoneStarBailHuntsville.com. That's LoneStarBailHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from the dawn of the Bearcat Sports Network. Sam Houston Baseball coming to you loud and clear over the traditional analog airwaves and now through the digital airwaves in the booth on social media. 6-2, Bearkats lead as we get things started here in just a few moments in the bottom of the 8th. Leading off will be third in the order, the preseason All-America first team by Baseball America's Colton Cowser. This young man was also ranked by MLB.com as a number 13 overall prospect for the 2021 draft. He was ranked by D1Baseball.com as the 14th collegiate, number 14 college prospect in that same draft. Bobby Bragan Collegiate Slugger Award, preseason watch list, scored a run 6 of his first 9 games of the season, had a hit, 2 walks, 2 runs against UTSA. The first pitch, though, will drop in here on a 77-mile-an-hour off speed for a strike. 0-1 on Colton Cowser. Cowser had the double back in the 5th. Here's the next pitch on the way. Ooh, close to the inside. Boy, that was a belt buster. 1-1. If he would have been about a half an inch farther, it would have been a belt buster. He'd have been heading over to first on the tattoo shop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Chopped hard over to right. As this one will roll on down the river all the way to right corner. Although he will stand at first, didn't have an opportunity to go over to second. How about that for Colton Cowser? Nice little leadoff single here in the bottom of the 8th. Keep those hot bats swinging, Cats. It brings up Trent Touche, cleaning up 4th in the order, the designated hitter. 0 for 2 today. Reached on a walk, was left stranded back in the 5th. Cowser will take off, slides, and dives with a stolen base. Over to second. That is his 6th stolen base of the year. So Cowser now over to second after the stolen base. Again, his 6th of the year. No outs. The count here 1-0 on Trent Touche. Here's the next pitch on its way. This one across the plate for a strike. 1-1, dropped right in. James Vickers joining us in the booth. What's up, James? Good to see you, man. If you got a shout out, we'd love to hear from you. Send them to us. We love getting those. Give you a little shout out over the air and over the digital airwaves as well. If you're on in the booth, just comment. We'll get to those. 1-1 pitch. This one foul tip into the backstop. Just over the Don Sanders Stadium logo. Takes a bounce off the wall. Little sportsmanship out there as player from the Islanders dugout comes out and greets player from the Bearkats dugout. They're both going out there for the ball. 1-2 the count. Here on Trent Touche. Bird on the mound, and time is called here. Touche will step out of that right batter's box. Adjusts his glove, steps back in, kind of flicks his wrist, shrugs his shoulders. Taps on the home plate once. Gets a little swing here, and we're back in action. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out. Bearkats have a runner in scoring position as Cowser after he reached on the leadoff single, then stole to second just moments ago. Here's the, whoa, thought it was a 1-2, but another time is called here. Oh, man. Henry Bird started to kick up his leg, but right at the last moment, Touche called time. He didn't get that pitch off. He pulled it back quick. 1-2. No out, 6-2 lead for the Cats here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the delivery from the right hand. Swung on and missed. 78-mile-an-hour off speed. Actually, I think they're going to say it got a little tip on it, so it will stay alive here, 1-2. Cowser waiting over at second patiently. Has one of these 6 runs in the game. Bird looks over to second. Now the right-handed pitch, swing and a miss. This time struck him out swinging for the first out. Trent Touche goes down. Go to 5th in the order, the left fielder, Bryce Holmes.
Left fielder, number 9, Bryce.
6'0", 195-pound junior, again out of Dollardsville, Texas. Left-handed batter here for the Cats. 0 for 2. You know he's due. One away here in the bottom of the 8th. Cats holding on to the 4-run advantage, 6-2. Henry Bird on the mound for the Islanders. Checks over to second. One time, now 2 times. Right-handed pitch on the way, high upstairs to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. This game moved pretty quick through 5 innings. The last few here have slowed down just a bit. We got started at 6:15. One more game on the agenda for this series. Coming up tomorrow on Sunday, of course. 1-0 it stands here to Holmes. Pitch on the way, high and upstairs again to the outside to bring it to 2 balls and no strikes. If you're out there in Radio Land, you can text us on the Bearcat fan text line. That's always open for you at 512-522-9105. Again, that number, 512-522-9105. If you'd like to text us, we'll get to those over the air as well. A lot of great friends here in Huntsville. Appreciate you joining us. Come out and support the Cats. Get out here to the Don. Runner will go back over to second as Bird keeps an eye out there at second. Cowser out there. He had to dive back over. There's nobody there. If Bird would have accidentally let that one go, that would have been a run over to third, maybe more. And we're going to have a little infield discussion. We may have a pitching change coming up, I believe. We'll see. I'm not sure. The umpire's looking over there to the bullpen. Little infield discussion. And we are going to have a change. We'll go ahead and step aside for a minute. We'll have that change for you when we come back. 1 out we are here in the bottom of the 8th. Bearcats leading 6-2. The Islanders trying to hold them here as Cowser over at second. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in a minute right here on the Bearcat Sports Network.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Weaver Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Hyundai Spring Upgrade Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2020 Hyundai Sonata SEL or a 2021 Tucson SC, your choice, $19,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Or a 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL, only $24,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WeaverHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
Well, Daniel Nelson now on the mound for the Islanders. Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from the Don in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. We are so thankful the rain stayed away. It was threatening in the forecast last night for today, but luckily stayed to our north. We saw some strong storms up in the Rusk area a little bit earlier. Some of those storms were severe. But again, at the mound now, Daniel Nelson. He'll come in to relieve Henry Bird. Nelson, the junior out of Crosby, Texas, Cisco College. 6'3", 195-pounder out here. Getting his warm-up pitches now on the mound. He has pitched in only 2 2/3 innings so far. Actually, take that back. He has pitched in 8 innings. Allowed 14 runs on 15 hits. 12 of those runs were earned. Walked in, struck out 9 so far. Allowed 3 doubles. 3 wild pitches only. 13.5 ERAs. He'll come in here, try to keep Cowser from advancing over. Bryce Holmes will step back in, currently in a 2-0 count. I don't see many changes in the middle of a batter. We just saw it there. Normally that batsman is out of there, and then you see the change. But they made the change here in the middle of a 2-0 count on Bryce Holmes. Here's the first pitch. Dropped down on the off speed. 3-0. It was out of the reach here. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 away. Runner on second is Colton Cowser. Remain here in the bottom of the 8th. Bearkats leading 6-2. Nelson. This one hit foul, 3-1. Nelson, a right-handed pitcher, mentioned earlier, 6'3" junior out of Crosby, Texas. Appeared in 6 games, 9 2/3 innings last season, 1 hit and 1 walk. Swing and a miss here. Nice little off speed as that one dropped in, and he got Bryce Holmes to swing at it. 3-2, payoff pitch coming up here. Nelson taking his time, keeping an eye over there at second where Cowser rests. 1 away. Little countdown on the board, 3-2-1. Here's the payoff pitch. To the inside, and he'll reach on a walk. Holmes reaching on a walk. So now runners at 1 and 2. Cats trying to get a little more insurance here before they head to the top of the 9th. Blake Facher, 6th in the order. Facher. And that 2-run homer back in the second as he lit the grill, started cooking the steaks. That was back in the second inning. There's still 1 away here. Pitch on the way to Facher. This one drops in for a strike. Beautiful pitch there. Nice little off speed as it dropped in the zone on 73 miles an hour for the strike. 0-1. Turned out to be a beautiful evening here. Been a bit muggy today. We saw some haze earlier. Not a whole lot of wind as we first got started, and things have really whipped up. This one will chop over to third, and it will go foul. Took a bounce at the last moment, went foul. Right in front of the third base bag. 0-2 here for Blake Facher. Facher out of Cypress, Texas, from Louisiana, also Blinn College, 6'0", 205 junior. Keeping his at-bat alive here, trying to bring some of his teammates around. Of course, you got Cowser in scoring position over at second. Bryce Holmes, who reached on a walk on a 3-2. Over at first. Cats leading 6-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Only 1 out. Kiddos having fun out here. We can hear them on a crowd mic. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way too far outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just trying to see if he'll take it. He didn't. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one swung over. Will it drop in between? It will. Over at right. And the bases are loaded. How about a little 1-out single, Blake Facher? That will force Holmes over to second, Cowser over to third. And we've got loaded bases with 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th.
Catcher number 43.
Take us to 7th in the order, the catcher, Gavin Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2. Had a single in the 6th, but that was a double play back in that inning. 1 for 3, rather. Here's the first pitch on the way. This one over to right. That's going to score a run, maybe 2, as he will stand up at first. And it is a 2 RBI, 1-out single for Gavin Johnson. Cook the steaks, baby, as the Bearkats add 2 more here in the bottom of the 8th. Cowser will come in and score. Holmes will come in and score. Facher over at third, and Johnson over at first. 2 RBI, 1-out single for Gavin Johnson, everyone.
Corbin Vines.
And Corbin Vines going to try to grow another run here if he can get a hit. 8-2. Pitch on the way to Vines. Clip the corner for a strike, 0-1. Vines has 2 runs in this ball game. Had that home run over the batter's eye earlier. I mentioned it several times. For those of you just joining us, only the 3rd one over the batter's eye in the stadium history. 0-1 count. This pitch out of the way for a ball. Aces across the board. A lot of fun here calling these games today. Appreciate everybody joining us. Hope that you, wherever your ears may be, I hope that you are having a wonderful night. Beautiful Saturday night, winding down after a long work week, getting to enjoy the weekend. Here's a 1-1 pitch. This one low to the outside, brings it to 2 balls and 1 strike. A nice inning here for the Cats, taking some time. They want to make sure that they've got plenty of insurance heading to the top of the 9th. They're doing what they need to do here in the bottom of the 8th, scoring 2 runs. Here's the pitch on the way. Runner will take off over to second. This one will chop, stays fair, coming in and scoring. Oh, wait a minute. I think it went foul. It did at the last moment. Oh, man, it dropped foul. Took a roll and went foul. Got a little excited there. I thought we were going to have some more grill cooking going on. Count now actually at 2-2 as that ball went foul. There's a little bit of an optical illusion as you look at the lines and you've got the net up front. Sometimes your eyes get a little crisscrossed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runners remain at 1st and 3rd. Cats leading 8-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Nelson on the mound, 3rd pitcher of the night for A&M Corpus. Here's the delivery. Here's the hit. This one will go foul off the first base side. Drops near the berm. The kiddos are going to chase it down. Every time those balls go out there, there's about 4 or 5 kids. Sometimes there may be 10 kids, depending on where it falls. They will take off to the races down there. A lot of fun for these youngsters here. Count remains 2-2. Good at bat here for Corbin Vines. Cats putting up 3 in the second, went a couple of innings before scoring 3 more, and then 2 so far here in this inning. This one, it is a hit over to left, and that's an RBI single for Corbin Vines. Boy, Vines looking solid in this game as he is now 3 for 4. That will bring in Blake Facher on the RBI single. We'll go to the bottom of the order. The shortstop, Anthony Mckenzie. He is 1 for 3 tonight. And an RBI single back in the second. Then a stolen base left stranded back over at second in the second. We have a little bit of a chat here as Nelson's going to get a talk to. And we're going to have another pitcher come out. So that'll do it for Nelson as he will come in just briefly. We'll step aside. We'll take a minute. We'll have more information on this new pitcher coming in when we come back. Stay with us, friends. 9-2. Oh, baby, I hope you're hungry tonight because the steaks are cooking here at the Don. We'll be right back in a moment on the Bearkats Sports Network.
I want my mama. If you've had trouble with the law and a cell door is between you and freedom, call Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bell Bonds. You know Mama can help.
Mama sure helped me when I needed it. Thanks, Mama Lemon.
Don't stay behind bars. Mama Lemon at Lone Star Bell Bonds is ready to help. Visit LoneStarBellHuntsville.com. That's LoneStarBellHuntsville.com.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment. Not just a job, this is a career with a purpose. TDCJ is hiring correctional officers now. No experience required, paid training, and a signing bonus of up to $5,000. Apply right now at tdcj.texas.gov or call 877-967-5489. Serve Texas with purpose.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp here live from the Don. Sanders in Huntsville, Texas. Bearkats leading 9-2 as we are in the bottom of the 8th. All of this damage coming in 1 out, by the way, as it's 3 more runs. Bearkats putting up 3 in the 2nd, 3 in the 5th. They go 2 more, and then 3 here in the 8th. And a new pitcher on the mound for A&M Corpus. It's Dylan Johnson, the right-hander. 6.23 ERA, has a 2.25 whip with runners on 273. He has only pitched in 4 1/3 inning this season. 4 runs on 7 hits. 3 of those runs were earned. He walked 2, struck out 4, and also has allowed 2 home runs. So again, it is Dylan Johnson there for A&M Corpus Christi. Getting the warm-up pitches now. Johnson, the right-handed pitcher out of San Antonio, Texas, and Johnson High School. So we go to the bottom of the order, Anthony Mckenzie. Dylan Johnson, just a freshman out here, so good opportunity for him. Appeared in 5 games last year, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. So he'll look back. Here's the first pitch on the way. 80 miles an hour, a little change up. 0-1 as it went across the plate for a strike. Mckenzie is 1 for 3 here tonight, as I mentioned earlier. And the RBI single, stole over to second, was left stranded. Here's the next pitch. This one to the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on 1 out. Those runners remain at first and second for Sam Houston. It is opportunity here. Vines over at first, Gavin Johnson at second. Vines again at first, Johnson at second. 1-1 pitch here for Johnson. On its way from the right hand. This time it got the corner of the plate on the inside for a strike, 1-2. Appreciate my beautiful fiance. Love you. Bridget Brennan saying, "Go Bearkats," from back in Georgetown. Pitch here goes low, and luckily Justin Taylor was able to get back behind it. I'll tell you, man, Johnson was ready to take off to the races. He's having a little chat down there with the shortstop, Cole Fluta. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Bearkats leading 9-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Next pitch by Johnson. This one swung around, and it's a strikeout for the second out. I think Mckenzie was wondering about that. He thought maybe he would get the foul call, didn't, as he swung around and just kind of bounced around down there.
Top of the order, second baseman. Number 6, Easton Lloyd.
Take us back to the top of the order, the pinch hitter, Easton Lloyd, who came in pinch hit in the 7th for Brandon Pruitt. Easton Lloyd swinging a miss here on an 80-mile-an-hour changeup. 0-1 count. Runners remain on first and second for Sam Houston. Easton Lloyd moving over to second base. On the defensive side of things. 0-1 pitch. This one close to the ankles. And, well, I think he's wanting a hit by pitch here. And he's not going to get that call. Easton Lloyd wanted the call on a hit by pitch, and he kind of looked back at the home plate umpire as he's pointing to his ankles saying, "Hey, man, that hit my ankles." But the umpire said maybe it bounced up and hit his ankles. That's why he's not going to get that. Home plate umpire Danny Boschillen. Jerry Johnson over at first. David Frame at third. 80 degrees and muggy. The wind south at 9 here at the Dawn. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Easton Lloyd, base runners on 1 and 2. Beautiful pitch there. Just didn't come back in just enough time. 70-mile-an-hour changeup to the outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. The freshman Dylan Johnson, a swing and a miss here to Easton Lloyd. Count it 2-2. Again, the Cats have put up 3 runs here in the bottom of this 8th. Been a long inning here. for Sam Houston, trying to earn some insurance. They've done just that with a 7-run advantage, 9-2. They dropped the earlier game today, 12-6. They won Friday night on a run roll, and here's a swing and a miss for the third and final out for Sam Houston.
In the bottom of the 8th, 3 runs on 4
3
hits.
runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. As we are through 8, top of the 9th coming up. It's the final opportunity for the Islanders. It'll be up to the Bearkats defense. We'll have it when we come back in a minute right here on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Oak Creek Homes, may I help you?
Hi, I would like to meet the banker.
During our Meet the Banker event this weekend?
Yes, tell me about him, the banker.
Well, he's
Cute?
a senior loan officer with
Lots of money?
years of experience, but he does have hundreds of thousands of
He
dollars
sounds perfect.
to lend.
Oh, who does he lend his money to?
Just about anyone who wants to buy a new Oak Creek home. First-time home buyers interested in land home packages. He even has special financing for folks with credit scores as low as 575.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And he set a goal of making 40 new home loans this weekend.
He's so generous.
And this weekend, he's offering special low interest rates on all loans.
I love him.
Oak Creek Homes, 664 I-45 South, is having their Meet the Banker event this weekend. Call 936-755-4171 or go online to oakcreekhuntsville.com. Oak Creek Homes.
Welcome back, my good friends. Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcat Sports Network and 101.7 KSAM. I'm Rob Hipp, live in beautiful Huntsville, Texas, here at the Dawn. As we've been up here all afternoon, started things at 2 o'clock with the first of this doubleheader. It's the third game right now of this 4-game series. Final game will take place tomorrow. Lance Lusk will remain on the mound as we start things here in the top of this 9th inning. Bearcats leading 9-2. First pitch on the way and drops in too low for a ball. 1-0 early count here. Leading off is Leo Markotic. 2 for 3 here today. Swing and a miss on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, bring the heat, baby. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. This one chopped over to short. Mckenzie over to first. And that is a good play there. Field work was there by Mckenzie over to Rogers at first. See Mckenzie doing some work here tonight several times. There's a couple innings where we had back-to-back double plays. These young men looking strong here in this game. They were a little upset after that 12-6 loss. They led 4-0 in the previous game, and then all things broke loose. A&M Corpus went on a tear. First pitch here across the corner on Trey Jones for a strike. 0-1. Bearcats 2 outs away. Here's the next pitch from the right hand. This one too low to even the count. Aces on the board. Well, friends, it's always a pleasure to bring you these games, as many of them as we can here on KSAM. Honored to be able to bring them back to the FM radio airwaves I talked about earlier this year with our In the Booth feed as well. It's just a new way to be involved and be interactive with our coverage. This one late swing, foul into the back of the net behind the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Of course, we'll have football coming up next week for Sam Houston. The football team is dominating this season, taking care of Lamar last week. They have the bye week, and then actually that game's going to be on Thursday at Natchitoches, Louisiana. Here's the 1-2, chopped foul off the first base line, goes into the corner right to the right side of the dugout of the Islanders. Count it 1-2 here on Trey Jones. Lance Lusk, the right-handed pitcher, 3.93 ERA entering. Has been through 3 1/3, 4 hits on 1 run, or 1 run on 4 hits, rather. This pitch to the outside. Bring it to an even count at 2-2. The second pitcher, Dominic Robinson, in this ball game, started things. He had a fair afternoon, fair evening, if you will. It's all been Lance Lusk throughout. He came in and has been out here again, as I just said, for 3 1/3. Foul tip here. Count remains 2-2. We'll have a post-game discussion as well. Shall this one end here in 2 outs? So make sure to keep it tuned in. We'll talk a little bit about this one. Appreciate Jarris Warren back at KSAM Studios producing for us. Been a while, Jarris. Appreciate all that he does for us. Here's Lusk, 2-2 pitch on the way. This one fouled, and the at-bat stays alive here for Trey Jones. Nobody on. Sam Houston leading 9-2. A&M Corpus, their last opportunity here in the top of the 9th. Here's the next pitch. This one low, and a ball 3-2 as it bounced off. Payoff pitch coming up here for Lance Lusk. Keep hearing fans talk about food. I'm getting hungry. I have not eaten today. Here's the 3-2 payoff on the way. This one is hit foul. Staying alive is Trey Jones. Of course, one more game in this series. It is the 3rd series of the Southland Conference for Sam Houston. We've already faced Southeastern Louisiana. Lost all 4 of those games. They split the series with Northwestern State, winning the 1st and the 4th. Next pitch to the inside, and a walk here for Trey Jones as he'll reach on a walk. Sam Houston, for the first time this season,
Center fielder number 15,
trying to win the middle part of a doubleheader. They have not done that so far. Lost earlier today, 12-6. They opened up on that run rule 13-2 in 7 innings on Friday. They'll play again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That'll be on the Bearkats Sports Network. These two are not. Here's the pitch on the way. And a strike called here, 0-1 on Tristan Welch, who's at bat now, 8th in the order. So again, just 1 out, runner on 1 for the Islanders. 2 out territory we are. Lusk pitch on the way. This one to the inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Definitely don't want to get another one on. The Bearkats will travel to Central Arkansas starting on April the 1st. That's not an April Fool's either. 1-1 pitch. Again, away from the batsman. 2-1. Bearkats just need 2 outs here. 2 outs or 5 strikes, however you want to look at it. Take them either way. Lusk taking his time. Here's his pitch on the way. This one popped up foul. And the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on 1 out. Have Brian Adams sitting in with me on a few of these baseball games as we continue through this season. We'll have a lot of these double headers here on Saturdays, by the way, so you can join them. The home games here on 101.7 KSAM. We'll also make a trek down to Stephen F. Austin this season. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one laced over to center. That's a base hit. And runners now at 1 and 2. Boy, just absolutely dalted that one out there to center. So a little 1-out single will put Trey Jones in scoring position. Take us down to the bottom of the order. It's the shortstop, Cole Fluta. Fluta 1 for 4 today.
Cole Fluta.
through 3 batters, now on the 4th of the top of this 9th. Here's the pitch on the way, too high upstairs, 1-0. It's your 5th run at home plate right now. Bearkats leading by 7, 9-2 here in the top of the 9th, only 1 out. Just need 2 more outs to put this one in the history books. Here's Lusk with his right-handed delivery. This one hit foul off the first base side. On a ricochet off the light pole. Count at 1-1 here on Cole Fluta. Starting to hear some of the late night critters come out. The crickets making noise. This one over to right, and it drops, and that's another base hit. And oh my, the bases are loaded for the Islanders. That will force Jones over to the 3rd, Welch to 2nd, and Fluta standing at 1st with the bases loaded. We'll go back to the top of the order, Luke Marbach.
Luke Marbach.
He had the leadoff home run to start things for the Islanders as they were trying to pick up right where they left off from the previous game in that 12-6 victory. That was all they got through the first 5 innings. Marbach has both of those marks that are on the board, 9-2, both of them, and by Marbach. With bases loaded, pitch on the way. This one getting away from the catcher. He's got to come up, make the play, and the throw is not theirs. He was trying to throw back to his pitcher, Lance Lusk, and a run will come in and score. Trey Jones coming in to score. Welch over to 3rd and Fluta to 2nd. 1-0 count. That pitch was a ball here. As the Islanders will pick up 1. That's like they just got to eat away 1 at a time. Bearcats just need 2 outs here. Struggling here in the top of the 9th. The wild pitch will advance in and score. Here's the pitch on the way. Continuing to Luke Marbach. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, it's a 9-3 Sam Houston lead here by 6 in the top of the 9th, 1 away. Lusk kicks up, right-handed delivery to the outside again. He's just not finding the zone now. 3-0. Lusk has allowed 6 hits and 2 runs. One of those runs was earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 4. 78 pitches. Now here's the 79th. This one finally across the plate for a strike. That's going to be a little bit of confidence that he needs. Three and 1 here for Lance Lusk. Shrugs his shoulders. Kicks up his left leg. The right-handed pitch on the way. And got him looking for the 2nd out. Paint the corners. Well, I beg your pardon. I thought he got him. I was ahead of myself. Take that back. I'm sorry. Got ahead of myself. 3-2 the count. Did not get him yet. Maybe I called it just 1 in advance. Here's the payoff. 3-2 on the way. This one hard hit over to right. This one is sailing, and it drops foul. Oh, what a hit at the corner. And friends, I apologize. This game's kind of catching on here in the top of the 9th, and I lost count there for a moment. I was eager for the strikeout. It's 3-2 the count. Little countdown on the board. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Marbach staying at bat here. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. This one over to center, going deep. And the Cats with an opportunity, and the grab made with the left glove by Facher. That will bring in 1 run, though, on the sac fly. So Welch will come in to score. Fluta over at 3rd, and we're 2 away.
Third baseman, number 1.
On the sac fly over to right for the 2nd out. Brings a 2nd in the order, Itchy Burtz. Left-handed batter. Runner remains on third. Here's the pitch on the way. This one lined over, making the grab and the final out. Oh, mama, what a play out there at left by Bryce Holmes. He wanted this one to be over with as he ran in and made the grab on the line to left for the final out. 9-4, Bearkats respond as they will take a 2-1 series lead. The final game tomorrow. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll have a quick post-game wrap-up. This is the Bearkats Sports Network.
And 7 runners were left out there.
Adams Furniture in Huntsville is looking for warehouse delivery persons for local and out-of-town deliveries. Must be clean and dependable, full-time or part-time. Good pay, paid vacation, and overtime is available. Must have a valid driver's license. Must be outgoing and personable, as this position involves being the last person the customer will see to leave a great impression. Apply in person at Adams Furniture at Highway 75 North and 10th Street in Huntsville. Adams Furniture is an equal opportunity employer.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español?
Hablo.
It's hablo?
Yes.
It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. That's babbel.com, BABBEL.com.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here. Post-game wrap-up. Your final 9-3. Took a little bit there in the top of the ninth, but the Bearkats hold on for the victory. And they will go to 2-1 in this series weekend versus A&M Corpus. Appreciate everybody joining us. A lot of fun calling these games and really enjoy interacting with everybody. Appreciate Liz Tompkins saying thanks for the great game calling today. Appreciate you, Liz, in Colorado. Bring some of that cool weather. We need it back here in Huntsville, Texas. A&M Corpus, 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 on. And the Bearkats, 9 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They leave 4 on tonight. The loss will be credited to John Gaddis, who's now 0-3 this season. Gaddis, 4 innings pitched, allowing 4 runs on 4 hits. All of those runs were earned. Walked 1, struck out 6, allowed a double with 1. Also 2 home runs. Of course, one of those we saw the 3rd time in this stadium history. Saw Corbin Vines over there at the batter's eye. That was a beauty to see that one, and that one was well over the 18 or so feet. I mean, it cleared that wall. Straight ahead, of course. 61 total pitches for John Gaddis. For Sam Houston, Dominic Robinson gets the win. And the save by Lance Lusk. Robinson, 5 innings pitched, 1 run on 4 hits. 1 run was earned, 4 strikeouts, allowing a double once and also 1 home run. 49 pitches for Dominic Robinson. A&M Corpus offensive leaders as Taylor goes 2 for 4, Markotic 2 for 4, Fluta 2 for 4. Marbach was 1 for 3 with a home run, there's 2 RBIs, and Jones 1 of 3 with a double. Corbin Vines for Sam Houston. What a night he's had. 3 for 4. Had a home run, 2 RBIs, also the double. Blake Facher with a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 for 4 tonight. Gavin Johnson 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Colton Cowser 2 of 4. See, doubled, also had the single RBI, and then Mckenzie 1 for 4 with the RBI as well. So, friends, if you listen to me call it, I'm going to say it. The steaks were cooking. And sometimes when you come to the Don, you better be hungry because you're going to get fed. Your final tonight, 9-4, as Sam Houston takes care of business in Game 3. And they will finally get a victory in the middle of a doubleheader. And they'll face A&M Corpus for the final game in this series tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I want to thank Jarris Warren back at K-Sam Studios. Ben Reichert, Jason Barfield, and Athletic Director Bobby Williams here at Sam Houston. Also Dave Donahue, our General Manager. Steve Ricks, Director of Operations. And everyone helping to make these broadcasts possible. You, the fans, out there for listening. Friends, as I end every single broadcast, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night, and God bless from Huntsville, Texas.
March brings warmer weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our 2021 GMC Terrains and 2021 GMC Acadias. You can get up to $5,700 off in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty GMC Sierra available with up to $5,500 in purchase allowance. So hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. GMC is professional grade.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
Thanks for listening and supporting Sam Houston Athletics. Sam Houston Bearcat Baseball is presented by HEH Communications in partnership with Sam Houston Athletics. No portion of this program may be reproduced or distributed without the expressed written consent of HEH Communications and/or Sam Houston State University Athletics. On behalf of our sponsors and the Bearcats, thanks for listening. And eat 'em up, Cats. This is the Bearcat Sports Network. KSAM Huntsville, broadcasting live from the Wiesner Huntsville studios. We are your hometown radio station, playing today's best